Now let's begin with the important topic, that is mechanism of photosynthesis. Firstly, we will discuss the main reaction of photosynthesis. Here we can see that 6 carbon dioxide molecules, when they react with the 12 water molecules in the presence of light and chlorophyll, they gives the carbohydrate, that is glucose, plus 6 water molecules and 6 oxygen molecules. So this is the process by which the oxygen gas is released in the atmosphere. So this photosynthesis, it completes in 2 steps. The first one is the light reaction and another one is the dark reaction. Light reaction, it is called as the photochemical phase, and dark reaction, it is called as the biochemical phase or biosynthetic phase also. Now light reaction, this process is a light dependent process where the light is being used for conversion of the water into the oxygen gas. That is called as the photolysis of water. Now the second important role of light reaction is that it helps in the formation of the energy intermediates like ATP and NADPH. Okay. Now if we talk about the dark reaction doesn't mean that it is independent of light. Dark reaction is dependent on the products of the light reaction. Okay, so the ATP and NADPH that was produced in the light reaction, now they are involved in the main step, that is the reduction of carbon dioxide to form the carbohydrate. Okay, so that was the mechanism of the photosynthesis. Let's begin with the importance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, as it is the process by which the plants, they prepare their own food. So here I would like to mention that all the living organisms directly or indirectly depend on the food for the on the plants for their survival. Okay. Next importance is that plants, by the help of photosynthesis, they can convert the solar energy, that is the light energy, into the another form, that is the chemical energy. Now photosynthesis, it is the only process by which the oxygen is being released in the environment. So it is the main source of oxygen in the atmosphere. Okay. Now this photosynthesis, it helps in picking up of the carbon dioxide gas from the air. As this carbon dioxide gas, it is involved in the greenhouse effect, it helps in the global warming. So this carbon dioxide gas, if it gets accumulated on the earth, the various issues they can take place. So to avoid this kind of problem, again plants, they are very much helpful. These plants, they pick up the carbon dioxide and convert this carbon dioxide into the useful organic food. Okay, so that was the importance of photosynthesis. Next we will move on to the heterotrophic nutrition, as we have completed with the autotrophic nutrition. Now this heterotrophic nutrition, I have already discussed the definition with you. Now we will directly move on to the modes of the heterotrophic nutrition. There are 3 modes, that are saprophytic, parasitic and holozoic nutrition. So let's begin with the saprophytic nutrition. It is obtaining the nutrients from the dead organic matter by external digestion. Here, what is the meaning of external digestion? External digestion means that some kind of spatial living organism like bacteria and fungus, what they do, they feed on the dead organic matter and they pour some kind of digestive enzymes onto the body of that organic matter. ओके, यानी यहाँ पर डाइजेशन बॉडी के अंदर नहीं हो रही फंगस और बैक्टीरिया के, बॉडी के बाहर हो रही है by the secretion of the digestive enzymes. Now these digestive enzymes, as they act on that dead organic matter, they convert the complex dead organic matter into the simpler form so that it can be easily absorbed, clear, and assimilate. Now next mode of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. Now parasitic nutrition is quite interesting. Here the two living organisms, they are involved. In saprophytic, one was dead, another one was living. Here in parasitic, both of them, they were living. The first organism, the first living organism which derived the food from the another kind of organism is called as parasite, and the organism from where it is deriving the food is called as host. So parasites, they can be divided into two categories, that is the ectoparasite and the endoparasite. Ecto means outer, endo means inner. So here name is giving us the hint that ectoparasites, they live on the body surface of the host. Okay, we can take the example of hair loose. Okay, endoparasites, they are the special kind of parasites which live inside the body of the host, like ascaris, roundworm, जो हमारे पेट के कीड़े हैं, they all are endoparasites. Now parasites, they cause the diseases also. So the special kind of parasites which cause the disease, they are called as pathogen, like bacteria, viruses, they are parasites. Okay, now there are some plant parasites like Cuscuta, which is commonly called as amarbale. This amarbale, it cling on to the main tree, and it is having some specialized structures called as the hostorias. Those hostorias, they help in the absorption of the food from the plant. Okay, now the animal parasites, they include the hair loose, ticks and mites that are present on the body of animals. Clear? Now the third mode of nutrition is holozoic nutrition. In holozoic nutrition, what happened, the solid pieces of food, they are engulfed, they are taken inside the body via the mouth, and this holozoic nutrition, it undergoes the 5 main steps, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. This holozoic nutrition we will discuss, we had even discussed in the another video that was only for the holozoic nutrition. So I hope that all the topics now, they are easily you are able to revise all the topics that we have discussed up till here. Thank you.